Yeah, we back. Y'all know the vibes.
Yeah,
Got Roner with
yeah.
me. We got Isaac. Billy will hop in here later. Make sure y'all going crazy in the
Yo,
comments. Uh, like, subscribe, and share all that bullshit. Spark your spliffs. Pour yourself a cup, and let's vibe out. NFL been going crazy. The free agency frenzy. So we're just gonna jump right into it. We're actually gonna pull up a live mock draft. Make sure y'all commenting in the comments. Make sure you help us with the picks.
Let
The mock draft is going to lead into us talking about free agency, all the signings. We have Isaac actually took the time out of his day, looked at all 32 teams, picked what he thinks is their biggest needs after all of their free agency signings. So shout out to him. Roner's taking time out of his day as well to hop onto here. Shout out to him. If y'all don't know, he's coaching high school football. Look out for East Stroudsburg North. My guy be putting in the work. And other than that, we back. Y'all got anything to say?
yeah, let them know about the whole comment thing so the comments could pop up
Yeah.
and
Good call. If y'all commenting from Facebook, make sure you go to facebook.com/StreamYard and give Facebook the access to StreamYard so that it actually says your name. Otherwise, it's going to say Facebook user because of all the privacy stuff like on the software that I use. So if you don't want to do all that, you can go to YouTube and subscribe there. There you go. Two birds with one stone. And you can comment there and your name will pop up. Or honestly, Twitter as well. 4th and 20 Sports. So you got to type in and you'll find it.
just subscribe on YouTube. It's the easiest thing. Yep.
And give me 1 second because we patching the boat while we in the air. I got to pull this up so I can read the comments for the people that don't do it. 1 minute though. Do it. What's up, Mike? 11-man season coming, Mike. You better kick your ass off. All right. So let's pull this up. Somebody in the comments. Let me know if the audio sounds good. Let me know if you guys can see this on the screen. And we're just going to rock out. Let me set this up. So we're going to do this with no trades because otherwise we'll be sitting here debating trades for like fucking 30 minutes per pick. And we're not about to do that. All right. Pull this up. Chicago Bears on the clock, my boys. What happened? They still got Justin Fields, or are they trading Justin Fields? What's going on?
I think they're still trying to shop him. It's like they didn't expect it to be like this. Like I think they would expect it to at least get something fairly quick, but I see a lot of teams are viewing him as a backup and stuff like this, so it's tough for him. I think they still shop him though, and they're still gonna take Caleb Williams at 1.
Okay. What do you have as their biggest needs? Obviously, we know quarterback.
All right, Chicago quarterback, receiver, edge, tight end, O-line, D-line. Yeah, O-line, D-line, and tight end. Yeah.
O-line, D-line.
So anything that we already know that they have picked up in the free agent to clear any of those needs. Obviously, they didn't get their quarterback. They still have Fields. Receiver.
Let me pull that up right now. I'm gonna actually pull up who they actually signed, so we're actually accurate with this. Bears.
I want to say it did get a receiver, but I don't know how. Like, I don't know
They
if it's like
They lost Darnell Mooney. All right, so they got DeAndre Swift. That's huge.
Yep.
They signed Gerald Everett, so that actually kind of helps in the tight end room.
Yeah, tight end, that helps.
They grabbed Jalen Johnson. They re-signed Jalen Johnson, so they're good there. They grabbed Kevin Byard to replace Eddie Jackson.
Gotcha. Okay. Eddie. All right, so yeah, they're still in need of that quarterback and that receiver.
All right, so I think this is consensus Caleb.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah. Caleb's my number 1 QB for this year's draft class.
I got Drake May. I might be a little biased being a UNC fan, but I saw that kid fucking literally make fucking magic with nothing. So,
Nice.
um,
I think different because like now I'm starting to see it. I think they're gonna go get Jaden. You think about they just picked up Mariota. They got Cliff Kingsbury. You know what type of coach he is, what type of quarterbacks he likes. He had Kyler Murray. He has those type of quarterbacks in college. That's the type of quarterbacks he likes. Dual threat. So I feel like they're gonna go more Jaden Daniels. I think that like that
I
fits
agree.
his scheme and stuff better. So I think they're gonna jump up and go get Jaden Daniels.
I think there's a world where Chicago rocks with Justin Fields because they can't get what they want. They try to make themselves look like they were right with the pick, put a lot around him. I think there's a world where Washington tries to move up from 2-1 to get Caleb just because of Cliff Kingsbury being his coach in college. That's a
Yeah,
possibility, especially if they can't get Justin Fields off. You know what I mean?
yeah, it's a fact.
No, I absolutely agree. Especially you guys were touching on it. Chicago's kind of played their hand a little bit. I feel like a lot of the other teams that were looking for a QB have filled that.
Yeah,
So they really don't have that many options. And I see Washington. They just shipped out Sam Howell a couple hours ago. Uh, Caleb Williams being a hometown kid plus the Cliff Kingsbury connection, I easily see them, making that trade up.
yeah. It's multiple ways it could go. Definitely, like you can't be wrong with. It's a lot of shit going on, man. So
I think it's consent. It's no brainer that they're going quarterback. But I'm just saying, like,
yeah, definitely.
If I'm Chicago, because I'm personally a fan of Justin Fields, I think if you put a line in front of him, you build him up with confidence, you put weapons around him, you make his job easy. You kind of honestly, you take a page out of the Eagles book, you throw the ball laterally. He has a big arm, make everybody come up, and then just let him drop it over the top. That's why people thought just Jalen Hurts looked like an MVP last year because they were making it easy for him. You saw what happens when defense figures that out. You know what I mean? But I'm
Mhm.
just saying, you make his job easy. You put a bunch of weapons behind him. You trade back that one. A team's coming up. You know they're getting their franchise quarterback. So now you have the leverage on them as a GM. Take those picks. Washington has the picks to give up. I think they have 10 picks in the top 100, which is insane.
And Chicago's obviously a team that doesn't have that much talent in their organization. The most assets you could get, the better off you're putting your team in.
All right, how
Especially,
about this? Like, how about they stay with like right? They say they stay with Fields, and they trade. They still obviously got that other pick and stuff, and they trade back. What if they trade back one of those first rounders to get an like extra first round next year, just in case the
yeah,
Fields situation don't work out? Then they're in that same situation next year where they can go get their quarterback actually, and they
exactly. And
still
actually,
built their team.
that's a fact. Lopes actually just brought up a good point. I didn't even know this. Caleb Williams is from DC as well.
Mm.
Yep. He's a hometown kid. Played his high school ball there. It's
But
that makes the most
Yeah,
sense to me.
yeah, I feel like the top three is quarterbacks. I just don't. It depends how it goes. Well, Patriots are not. I feel like if Patriots don't land Jaden Daniels, then they're not gonna. I don't know.
I
I think
forgot to
they're.
say too. We're doing 2 rounds just so everybody watching. Like I have a friend that's a Panthers fan. They don't have a first round pick, so I did that so every team gets a pick. So I just wanted to talk about. We're going to talk about every scenario that can happen since we can't make trades. But right here, Washington's on the clock. They need a quarterback. Where are we going?
Mm, as of right now, I say we just go with Drake May. It could go him or Jaden. Like you said, if Caleb falls, it all depends. But we're not doing no trades now, and we took Caleb first, so I'd say we take a Drake May there.
You think Drake May here?
I don't think so, but fuck it, it might be.
Nah, I honestly think this is Jaden Daniels.
I think it's Jaden
Yeah.
Daniels as
I
well.
feel like I feel like the way that the process has gone on so far, Jaden Daniels keeps rising. Uh, to be honest, with the way his name's being talked about, so highly, I wouldn't even be surprised if he maybe flirts, being that first overall. If that's the guy that that team, whether it's Chicago or whomever, values. Uh,
Yeah.
I think if Caleb goes one to Chicago or whomever, I do believe that next pick is Jaden Daniels off the board.
I agree.
I agree. All right, so yeah, that's consensus. Jaden Daniels.
Yes.
Yo, Mike Schroeder said McCarthy. I'm sorry, Mike, bro. JJ McCarthy. If he goes in the top 3, I'm.
Yeah. The GM's gonna get shit. All right,
I
we
wouldn't be
are.
surprised. I wouldn't be surprised top 10 for McCarthy, but
All right, so
Yeah,
we're.
top 3.
Yeah, that's crazy.
His pro day better be immaculate.
Yeah,
we'll get to that.
because the combine wasn't great.
Me and Isaac were actually talking earlier. I think 9 and 10 is kind of a spot that a team's going to come up to get the quarterback. Because if you think
Yeah.
about it,
Sean
Minnesota,
Payton's thirsty for
Denver, and Oakland pick in a row, and all 3 of those teams need quarterback. The possibility to come up. Where the hell is fucking Jaden Daniels? Like, am I cooped?
He's in the PFF. I think he's rated like the number 16 or 18 best player.
Let me scroll up. What the hell?
They did him dirty on PFF. I almost felt like they didn't upgrade it.
Where the hell is Jaden Daniels,
Keep
bro?
going.
He's coming up. He's coming up. Yeah.
Jesus.
He's lower than that. He was like 20.
Well, realistically, I think they'll trade back, but since we're not doing trades, they're taking Marv here.
Roner, I'm gonna give you the floor.
But yeah, go ahead, Runner. You know what yous are gonna do.
I know a few of you guys in the comments are Patriots fans too, so come on, chop it up.
So in this scenario, obviously no trades. I feel like New England's a dark horse to maybe take Justin Fields off of Chicago's hands, give them another, he's still young. I want to say Justin's 24, 25, roughly in that area. Obviously you got some quarterbacks in the draft like Bo Nix and Michael Penix that are around that age. So, that's almost like getting a young talent there. Apparently, the last thing that I've heard within the last couple hours is that New England definitely is going to address their wide receiver room via the draft. Now, you could do that first round, second round, third round. I feel like this is a really deep
They're
and
so
talented
deep, yeah.
wide
You
receiver
could do that.
draft.
You could do that in the 5th.
Yeah, for real.
And I mean, obviously, New England lost out on Calvin Ridley yesterday. I know that they had an offer, but obviously it didn't compete with what Tennessee offered. Right now they're flirting with, that really only big name that's left that's a potential or true number 1, in my opinion, is T. Higgins.
Yep, T.
But, that's going to take some picks. I'm going to say here because I don't feel like they're as high on Drake May. Again, no trades or anything. I could easily see them being a contender to drop back from this spot if this is how the first 2 picks go. But I'm going to say that they do go best player available, which in my opinion is Marvin Harrison Jr. Get yourself that true number 1 receiver. Whether you address the quarterback room via trade, like I said, with Justin Fields, or you go and get someone else in the second, third round, that your organization has more faith in. But, it doesn't hurt no matter who's throwing the ball. More than likely, if Marvin Harrison Jr. is in your wide receiver room, it just got elevated by
I was just going to say, you trade for T. Higgins and get Marvin Harrison. I don't care who's your quarterback. Just throw it up. Just throw it up.
I promise you I'll be one of the happiest Patriot fans. It'll bring me back reminiscent of like 2007 when they brought in Randy Moss with Wes Welker and all these other guys. And that was a nice time, obviously.
Yo, they have those 2 guys. I'm cool with Jacoby Brissett taking over. Like, he'll get them the ball.
I'm not mad at Jacoby Brissett. Whether they bring in a rookie or they bring someone else in, in my opinion, he's a very good, undervalued quarterback in the league. Not necessarily like a starter, but he's going to get the job done more times than not.
Bridge quarterback. He's definitely not like, you can't just be like, oh, he's just a backup. No, he's a bridge quarterback. He could come in and win for you until you get your guy. Definitely.
He was drafted by New England too, so it's kind of full circle for him.
I put Brissett in that category of like Jimmy G, Jameis Winston, Gardner Minshew. They're gonna give you starter reps, but if they're not the starter, they're arguably the best backup in the league.
Yeah, I agree.
Yes, sir.
I think New England's a huge candidate to trade back. I think this could be a spot where you see a team like Denver, Minnesota, Oakland, one of them quarterback needy teams come up, especially if you guys do get Fields. That's actually an interesting take. I never thought of that, but
Yeah, and
I like
Drake
it.
May's available there. Yeah, I could see a lot of teams trying to get up there.
I don't know. I everything's telling me this is Marvin Harrison Jr. I like to go with my gut in the draft, so I think New England's trying to get back to the Randy Moss days. They're gonna find a guy to just get him the ball. I think New England's head coach played against this man's dad. I think he knows the bloodline, so I'm going Marv.
Those
Sir.
classic.
Well, their
Brady,
coach,
Manning
their
battles.
coach played against him personally. He knows.
That's what I'm saying.
Gerard Mayo.
All right. Arizona's on the clock.
In
But
this
before we get into
scenario,
this,
Arizona's pissed.
yeah, they're tight as fuck. But before we get in, actually, this could be another trade back. If this happens, this will be a trade back, in my opinion. But
If what happens, what are we talking about?
if
Marv goes.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I just want to get to the comments because I have this on my screen, so I can't see the comments on my laptop. I got to get another monitor. But Hun said Marvin Harrison goes 3 to New England only if they get Fields. Other than that, it's May. I mean, like I said, I think Drake May is the best quarterback in the draft, but I'm also a UNC fan, so that might be biased. Hun said take Marvin at 3, take Michael Pratt round 2. Michael Pratt is not a round 2 quarterback.
That might be a bit of a reach.
He could get him like in the 4th, bro. They could get him like in the 4th,
Hans,
maybe 5th.
Michael Pratt is a 5th round quarterback, man. Maybe 4th.
Maybe 4th.
You know, unless you start getting like a massive run on quarterbacks, you know, and all these other guys start getting, you know, taken, and then you may only be left with.
It might be
Now,
a team that likes how he throws. He did throw good at the combine, like that. I
Mhm.
will say, he definitely threw good. He looks good throwing the ball. So.
But on to Arizona. I think with no trade here, I think this has to be Malik Neighbors because there's a lot of people in this world that think Malik Neighbors is better than Mark Harrison Jr. And if you compare the tapes, I was talking about this earlier, like the top 3 receivers, Odunze, Marvin Harrison Jr., Malik Neighbors, like I think Marv's up there because of the hype. The tape backs it up. But Malik Neighbors' tape goes fucking insane. And I don't think the gap between them two and Odunze is as big as people think it is. Because I think you go Odunze, you can't miss. I don't think you can miss.
I got Odunze at 2, the second best receiver. I mean, I like Neighbors too. They're like neck and neck, but I like slightly Odunze. Like he just always made a play for Washington when they needed the most, like or 3rd down or something. Like he's just different, bro. Like,
bro, as a receiver, if you're studying a receiver coming out of this draft, and you want to learn how to do everything well. He doesn't do anything like crazy exceptional, but you want to learn how to do everything good. You watch Rome Odunze.
Yeah, like I feel like he has that mentality, like that Mamba mentality. Like, yo, when 3rd down comes, well, like when they need to catch something, they need something. Like he's gonna do it himself. Like he's that type of player. Like the film shows it. Like you watch his film, look at the down, look at the situation of the game and all that. Like I like Odunze.
Me too.
And
He's a hell of a receiver prospect. My fault, Shane.
I was gonna say he showed up against SEC talent. That's all I was gonna say.
Yeah.
And even Isaac's point, those 2 massive games that they had against Oregon this year, in Oregon, I believe, was it in Oregon the first time they played, or was it in Washington? I don't remember.
Yeah, in Oregon. Yeah.
So from that, and then that Pac-12 chip game, Rome Odunze, I don't know how you pronounce his last name, but the dude could ball, and in crucial moments, he was always making a play for Penix and Washington, whatever they needed, whether it's a big play, convert a 1st down, keep the drive going, whatever it was, he just seemed to make it happen. And, you know, Oregon doesn't have, in my opinion, like, I'm not going to say they have elite corners or secondary guys, but they have a lot of talented, super fast, super lanky guys. I believe Kyrie Jackson was defending him from Oregon, and I want to say he's like 6'2", 6'3", you know, long, lanky corner that could run too.
He shitted on Travis.
Rome put him in the blender. He did.
And it's like, yo, think about the NFL nowadays. Like, what are they gonna do in crucial moments? They're gonna go to their guy. And in crucial moments, so you need a. It's 3rd and 5. You need a slant. You're gonna go to your guy, and he makes shit happen in crucial moments. So he's perfect for the NFL. He's perfect to be a number 1 receiver. I like
looking
him.
at looking at Arizona's signings from the free agency, they didn't sign a receiver at all, and they lost Hollywood. Well, they didn't lose Hollywood, but Hollywood's a free agent.
Yeah, they need to get Kyler Murray as much help as possible.
Yeah, and I think because of the size that they have in the receiving room already, I think that's the only thing that would make me not go Malik Neighbors and go Rome Odunze. But I think Malik Neighbors is the slam dunk here.
I don't disagree with you either. I think I personally like Rome more so than Malik, but I see Malik being the pick in this situation.
Yeah, it's whoever they like better. Like you can't miss with, but it's whoever like they fall in love with watching tape. You know, like it's like you would have to think of who is their new coach and they like, you know, the type of players he likes and shit like that.
I'm hype about our new linebacker. What's it called? If y'all think this is gonna be Rome Odunze though, like don't let me sway you. That's why there's 3 of us. Like if it's 2-1, then we'll go Rome Odunze. So what do you guys like truly think?
I like Rome.
I like Rome, but I truly think it's Malik Neighbors. Like you were pointing out in the beginning, Shane, a lot of people, you know, have a lot of chatter about Malik Neighbors potentially being the best receiver in this class over Marvin Harrison. You know, I again, I'm a big Rome fan from Washington, but I believe that in this scenario, that's easy Malik Neighbors pick.
Philly, you're in here now. What do you think? We're on pick 4, Arizona. Have you been following along?
I've been doing my best. I had a meeting. I do apologize for being late. No, I mean, most common sense is I think right where we're at. The Cardinals, who did they just pick up today? They picked up
Nobody. They traded Rondell Moore.
Yeah, they traded Rondell for Ritter.
no, they just brought a quarterback in.
Yeah, Ritter. Desmond
Oh
Ritter.
yeah. Okay, that's it.
For their backup,
He's-
clearly.
He's Dookie booty.
I mean, that makes sense though when you are somebody like Kyler Murray who has shown that he can't be on the field consistently all the time for obvious reasons. You know, having a backup quarterback who can hopefully get the job done is worth it. So I think that's a smart trade by them.
I just saw a comment. Somebody said they can't hear. I don't know if you're muted or somebody let me know if they can hear us. Billy, did you hear us when you were watching?
Yeah, it did.
All right, cool. If y'all can't hear us, let me know. But I'm going Malik Neighbors. Malik Neighbors, that's the consensus.
That's cool.
I like that. I'll be
They're
right
going
back.
receiver. They're going receiver, yeah, regardless.
All right. We got Los Angeles. I think they're pissed as fuck right now too, because now I think their guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're another team in this scenario that, you know, those guys are off the board. I mean, I do think they need a tight end. Brock Bowers is one hell of a tight end prospect. I just feel like this being this high in the draft, I feel like that's a little rich even for the talent that Brock Bowers is. And they're another team that, you know, their overall talent level, like I feel like they're super high with a couple guys, and then the rest of their roster just falls off. So I wouldn't be surprised if they traded down too to get more assets, especially having Harbaugh there. He's going to want to build that team how he wants and what he sees fit.
Yeah. I think this is. I don't think it should be because I don't believe in drafting a tight end in the first round in general. I mean, look at last year. The best tight end out of the class last year came from the second round. All the first round guys are just eh.
True.
But I think this is Brock Bowers. I mean, they lost Mike today. I think they have to get a weapon. Who's their OC now?
I don't know.
Anyone know their OC? If anyone knows their OC, let me know.
I think they're gonna go best player. They're gonna go get Rome if Neighbors is gone.
Well,
Did they
yeah.
bring in Greg Roman?
Yeah, they have Greg Roman.
Is that it? What?
Yeah, I'll double check quick.
What's going on right now? Laptop speaking.
They need just about anything,
Yeah,
bro.
Greg Roman.
Their best player
So-
available.
Actually, I think this is Rome Dunze. The way it's going, the 3 best receivers off the board in a row.
Bro, receivers is gonna go. It's gonna go, man.
So there's a couple things I think you got to keep in mind with the Chargers, right? They got to free up a ton of cap space, don't they?
Yeah.
So they have more moves to make. So this may literally end up being best available player, whoever it is.
Well, I think they freed it up because they had to get compliant by 4:00 yesterday. That's why they released Mike Williams and they gave Bosa and they gave them all restructures. Bosa, and Khalil Mack.
See, I didn't see the restructures.
You
I
think?
knew that about Williams.
Yeah,
Lopes is saying this has to be an offensive tackle. He's saying Joe Alt. Big Mom.
I think he's going to Tennessee. I think he's going to Tennessee.
See, I don't think they go lineman because they got what Rashawn Slater.
Yeah, they got Rashawn Slater. I think
Sounds
they
alright.
look who they picked up. I think they picked up a tight end and a lineman in the free agency already.
Minuto, I got him right here.
I'm
The
pretty
Chargers-
sure. I'm pretty sure they got a tight end and offense tackle if I'm not mistaken.
All right, where the fuck are the Chargers?
See, that's my thing too. I love Joe Alt, but he's a natural fit on the left-hand side. And as a lineman, it is not an easy shift to go over to the right side, just with the snap of the fingers. And I'm not saying Joe Alt can't do it. I just don't know if
Yeah, you just lost, bro. Mike Williams, your number 2 for a long time. Like, yeah, they're going to get Rome.
Yeah, he
Roman.
said. Yeah,
don't get me wrong,
because the
they
Chargers-
need help on their O line.
They do, but I think but it's so deep. Like, it is deep. With the class of linemen, like they can grab one in the second or third still. Free agency. I think they're gonna go to receiver. Like, how else do you make your quarterback more happier with O-line, obviously, but to tell him you got Keenan Allen, Rome Odunze now.
I think I don't know because they only signed Hayden Hurst, Elahi Gilman, and Will Dissly and Gus Edwards. They don't even have a lineman. But I do think this is Rome.
Yeah, Will Dissly and like you said earlier, Shane, like tight ends usually don't go like that. Brock Bowers will probably be the only tight end out of the first, so they still can get a tight end.
Yeah.
They
With them signing 2 tight ends, I don't think they do, especially in the first. I think this is Rome Dunze.
Oh yeah, they did sign 2 tight ends.
Yeah, Hayden Hurst and Will Dissly.
Oh yeah,
I'm going to Dunze.
I'm going.
I agree with you. I agree with you on that. I don't think that's like the greatest tight end room an NFL team could have, but again, like Billy was saying, obviously, they're kind of up against a wall with their cap limitations. I know, you cut Mike Williams, you restructure, a lot of your other big deals, but it's tough to kind of continue to fill out with elite level talent in a lot of positions.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, being a Niner fan that I am, and being familiar with how Harbaugh does things, he's gonna want to find that running back, but he also understands that he's not at the tail end of his deal. He's just coming in. Greg Roman's gonna run the ball. They're gonna do that. I could see them taking an O-line here and possibly moving up for a skill guy, running back, wide receiver. Maybe I don't know if they come back into the first, but I think this one has to be an O-line.
Their
Harbaugh knows
next
that's
pick-
what it takes to win.
Their next pick is the 5th pick of the second round, so they have an early pick of the second round as well.
Yeah,
Which
that,
we're gonna get to.
yeah. See, by right at the top of the second round, they still can get a really good offensive tackle. Yeah, I'm cool with Rome
Exactly.
Odunze
Like,
there. And didn't he
Jordan
just
Morgan's
played him?
there, like,
He just played him in a chip, bro. He just played
Yeah.
Michigan in a chip and went off. Like, you don't think Harbaugh seen that and took his notes? Fuck yeah.
all right. So
I like that.
going Dunze it is. It's in. The New York Giants on the clock. Drake May's sitting here. Is the sayonara Danny Dimes?
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah.
If he's there, I think so.
Yeah.
What do you guys think? Yeah, right?
I think that's a no-brainer.
Yeah, heck yeah.
He's still there. He's still on the team. Obviously, they gave him that big extension last year. If they walk back on that, I feel like that's a really bad look on the organization. But wouldn't be surprised. Obviously they bring in Drew Lock, and they still got DeVito. But
Oh, they did get Drew Lock. All right, that just threw me off of that.
So-
I don't
that's right now that obviously Drew Lock and DeVito, they're not pushing the needle. At least what they've shown so far in their career.
But if Drake May falls,
Go ahead.
they probably didn't expect that. So, you think they just get him? Like, if he just falls there, they're like, oh shit, he's here. Like,
you got a quarterback room, a Daniel Jones, Drew Lock, and then Drake May at that point.
I ain't gonna lie. I feel like they're gonna be thinking like, oh, I want to try to get hopefully Neighbors and Odunze's there for me. At that, they're probably thinking they want a receiver, and then those guys are gone, and then fucking Drake May's there, and they're like, oh shit, Drake May's here. Like, because if Jaden Daniels was there, I think they would get Jaden Daniels.
Hell yeah, they would take Jaden Daniels if he's here, I think. Well, let's look at what's here. What do you have as their biggest needs, Isaac? I mean, it's on here on the screen according to PFF.
Giants receiver, quarterback, offensive line, edge, corner, running back.
Okay, so now we're in the scenario where you just paid Daniel Jones, like Runner elated to. Do you? They can't go a line 3 years in a row in the top 5, top 10. I don't think they can do it.
I don't think they could do that either. I really don't. Regardless of if you slide Evan Neal inside, that's such a tough.
All right, hold on. They picked up 2 O linemen in the free agent. Somebody popped that. Yeah, bring that up. What they just picked up. They got 2 good ones.
Billy, you mind doing that?
Jr. and Jermaine
Illuminor. Yeah, Illuminor. Yep. So they got a guard and a swing. He plays guard and tackle. Illuminor.
All right. So it's not O line. Who's the best receiver available according to this right now? I believe it's probably Thomas, right? Brian Thomas, yes.
Yeah.
So Brian Thomas is not going top 10.
Yeah, that's a reach for him.
This has to be Drake May.
That's what I'm saying. They would want to get a receiver, but if it felt like this and the receiver's not available, they're gonna be like, I think so.
Drake May.
And the only thing I could think of is maybe a DB type of guy, even though I think this is a little high. I don't think there's anyone like a Patrick Surtain II so far, in this draft. The demand being taken that high, but they lost Xavier McKinney. They probably can address that, without his production because he was stupid productive for them. I'd have to say best available at this point. Obviously it's Drake May. That just muddies the waters.
I think if the draft worked out this way, it would throw a little bit of a curveball at the Giants.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
it's going to force their hand to probably either cut Danny Dimes or, tell Drew Lock like, dude, you're SOL. See ya. But Drake May is arguably the best quarterback in this draft. So he shouldn't be there. Realistically, nobody in the Giants organization has him falling to 6.
True.
They're going to take Drake May if he's there.
I agree. And I think realistically, if we were doing trades, I think the 2 teams that picked before this were likely candidates that somebody would have came up to get Drake May. Absolutely. Yeah. There's no way. I don't think he gets to this point. But since we're not doing trades, I think this is a no-brainer for sure. So we'll lock that in.
I fully agree with you guys.
Yeah, I like that. So we go Drake May.
Yeah.
Tennessee. This is where I think Joe Alt is a must. And on the needs, they're definitely number one. What, Tennessee? Yep. Offensive tackle's number one. Offensive tackle, receiver, cornerback is their top three.
All right, so that's. I
They
think
just
it's
signed Ridley.
has to
Yeah,
be
I feel like-
Kenyon Mitchell or Joe Alt.
I think Joe
I feel-
Alt is.
I feel like
yeah.
it's a slam dunk for Joe Alt.
Taylor Lewan left. Their whole line needs to get fixed. Yeah.
Protect
Billy, you
protect
agree?
your investment in Will Levis.
Yeah.
Gotta throw the ball to D Hop and Calvin Ridley, right?
Think about it. That's why they're getting all their skill guys in free agent. They got Ridley. They got Tony Pollard to go with their running back
Sajee
last
Spears.
year. They're getting all their skills players now. Yeah, they're gonna go get their old lineman in the draft.
That's a slam dunk. Next pick. Atlanta Falcons. Kirko Chains. Oh shit. Hold up. I actually got a soundbite for this one. It's a must.
You like that? You like that?
I think they're going defense. I got edge, cornerback, D line as their top, and safety as their top. So it's all defensive positions. Their top four needs.
I'll be honest. I like Jared Verse here. I think Liatu Latu is the best edge in this class, 100%. But I think his medicals turn him off. I think the Falcons have had bad luck. I think their roster is ready to win now. I think they take the most ready now. God, I think his numbers are crazy. I don't know him off the top of my head, but like, bro, he wins against his like pass rush rate is like 65%. That's Michael Parsons numbers, bro. He's
Yeah,
a physical freak. His punch off the ball. I watched this tape like exclusively. So like his punch off the ball is insane, bro. He punches tackles literally in their fucking chest and blows them back like a yard and a half. It's insane.
I didn't really like his tape. The Barton kid from Duke demolished them when they played.
Well, Barton's the best interior guard in the class.
Yeah, but like I mean, for Verse to be the first edge off like that, and I don't know. I
Sure.
honestly got him. I don't think he's gonna be what he was. Like he's one of
but
those
if you-
bus guys.
If you truly watch that tape, they're deliberately running at Verse because that's another thing I say. He's tough in the run defense, bro. And if you watch that game, I know exactly the tape you're talking about because obviously the Cowboys are in the market for a guard possibly if we bump Tyler Smith out. But
Yeah,
if you watch that game, they're trapping the shit out of him. They're running directly at him. So that's the game plan. They're deliberately doing that. You know what I mean?
mm-hmm. Yeah, because I was gonna say after watching tape, I think he's the more overhyped and the more underappreciated is the Demarcus Robinson kid from Mizzou. He's a
Who's their
fucking
kid?
animal.
Who are their corners? I actually like that. I didn't even think of that because they just lost Jeff Okuda.
They should still have AJ Terrell.
Yeah.
Either.
Corners their
Thank
second
you.
need. They lost Jeff Okuda, but
So is this Quinyon Mitchell or the kid from Alabama? Because I think Terry and Arnold might be cornerback. One.
Terry and Arnold? Yeah, he might be the first one off. I like that. It's either edge or a corner for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. Falcons have their quarterback for the next couple years. This is my favorite team to move back in the top 10.
This is where honestly where I think somebody comes to get JJ McCarthy. Realistically, if we were doing trades, I think somebody hops right here to get JJ McCarthy. If not here, I like the Bears or Jets moving back. Especially with all three of those teams, four of those teams, even the Saints can go quarterback.
Nah. I would say after the Jets because you already know by that time Chicago will have their answer at quarterback, and the Jets got Aaron Rodgers. Obviously, you know they're
Yeah, I'm
not
not
going
saying-
quarterback.
That's what
So
I'm saying.
Vikings, I would want to get ahead of the Vikings because they're gonna try to get. So you have to trade with the Jets or something.
That's
like
what I'm saying. I think the Raiders, Broncos, Vikings are all teams that can come get a quarterback. I think the Seahawks just traded for Sam Howell, but they can also come get a quarterback. I think the Rams can draft their quarterback of the future to play under Stafford, especially the guys left with them being project quarterbacks.
Yeah.
and that's really it. You know what I mean? Quarterback. Wise.
I like
But
corner. I like Arnold or something. I like Arnold.
I like Terry and Arnold here. But like to Billy's point, yeah, I think these 3 picks, 8 to 10, is the hot spot for somebody.
All
To
right,
come
now
get
somebody check what the Falcons picked up. They did pick up a lot of good shit. So, what did they pick up anything defensively?
Billy, you got that?
Yeah, I'm looking on it right now.
Because I know they made a couple splashes.
I mean, I like Quinion Mitchell's tape too. I think him and Terry and Arnold are very, very close. And I've heard, I think Cooper DeJean's the best talent out of all 3 of them. They're saying they're moving him to safety on some bullshit.
Yeah, he's safety, and I don't know how people might feel about the injury. So
broken leg, right? Broken tibia or something.
yeah. We know Kirk and all the receivers.
So they got Cousins, Taylor Heineke on their quarterback. They obviously got Drake London.
No, who they were just brought in free agency. I know they made some signings. I'm saying, like they obviously, I think they filled some of these needs.
They just picked up Ray McLeod, who's a speed guy, receiver.
No DNs or corners.
Relax yourself, dude. Their defense was pretty solid. I'm not seeing. Hold on. Give me a minute.
They grabbed Rondale Moore. They didn't grab anybody on defense now.
Right, yeah, I'm not seeing that. Everything's been offense.
So their wide receiver room is Rondale Moore, Darnell Mooney, Drake London, Kyle Pitts,
Ray McLeod, and Charlie Warner.
Ray McLeod.
Bijan Robinson. Oh my.
Bijan's nasty.
Yeah, so it's his defense.
It's his defense. I think it's corner.
I could see that. Terry and Arnold also could possibly play a little safety or a little slot. He did a lot of those things at Alabama, pretty much all over their secondary. I actually feel like him and the freshman Caleb Downs outshined everyone on that defense.
Yeah.
I agree. Love said if Mitchell played in the Big Ten, there wouldn't be a question about him. I agree. But there is that question mark about him. So we're thinking like NFL GMs. I think this is Terry and Arnold.
Yeah.
Cooper DeJean from Big Ten?
No, he's saying Kenyon Mitchell. He said if he played in like the Big Ten or SEC, that this wouldn't even be a question. He'd be cornerback 1.
Yeah, but it's just that he's a small school guy, so that might be the reason he's not the first off the board.
I do.
I agree. His tape is there, but that's the only downfall. They'll talk about the competition.
My comp for him is Sauce Gardner. I'm not gonna lie. He very Sauce like.
Yeah, I like him. But I like Terry on Arnold there.
I agree.
Chicago, the Windy City.
All right, and we said they had their quarterback, so
gonna give him the next available receiver. Have to.
I mean, Brian Thomas at 9. I think they trade back. Realistically, I think they trade back. But we got to if they don't.
It says D-line. You don't know about the Newton dude? They've been doing a lot with their offense. How about something with their defense, you don't think?
I could see them grabbing an edge rusher. They don't try to help out Montez Sweat, who they picked up from Washington last year midseason.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of Dallas Turner personally.
Bama kid, yeah, I was about to say Dallas. Yeah, that's nice.
Jazon Newton is super tough.
That's why I said Newton too, and it says D-line that they need. I mean, yeah, like interior.
I like Newton's tape. I'm just hearing that I've heard some stuff that like he's been falling in terms of the draft. I don't know if it's necessarily though anything that he's done or hasn't done, or it
Yeah.
could just be the positional, like his positional value. Um, like I really think it's between him and Byron Murphy as your two pure, interior D linemen that could get taken in the first round. But either way, whether you go interior D line or edge, anything that helps them get after the QB.
Billy.
Um, this is the one area. This is the one team in the mock draft that obviously have been struggling with. They start off with 2 of the top 9 picks. I personally don't think they go Caleb Williams first. I think they stick with Fields, and see where that gets them. But I think you're right. I think you got to address applying pressure to the quarterback.
Yeah, you help out.
I feel like it's early, but my take right here is Dallas Turner.
Yeah, I like that.
In Chicago, I like that too. 2 Bama players back to back. That'd be crazy.
Wouldn't be the first time, unfortunately.
I like that. I
And,
do like
and they're
that.
they're defensive guys. They're the last of Nick Saban's class. Obviously, he prides himself on the defensive side, especially in the secondary. But
Well, look at the last stud rusher that came from Bama, defensive rookie of the year.
So
Will Anderson,
You know,
and he got to
Dallas-
learn from him for a year, and then got to be
Right.
that
Dallas,
position on the
I
team.
think so.
Dallas Turner.
Back-to-back Bama guys drafted.
Yeah,
We locking it in.
Yeah,
I like that.
it.
Jets are on the clock. This is no brainer. I think they get Bakhtiari or whatever. But if that's not
No, they
officially
they already signed a really good offensive tackle. They just signed one.
Did they?
The Jets.
Yeah, here, let me show you.
I know they traded for Morgan Moses.
Yeah, yep. That's the dude from the Ravens, bro. He's been their starter for like, but he's old, but he's still like playing at a high level.
Ooh, that could be. But this could be Brock Bowers right here. They don't have a tight end.
They got
They
Tyler
have Conklin.
I'm not saying that he's elite, but I feel like they seem to like him. I feel like this easily has to be an offensive lineman in some capacity. Your quarterback is 40-some years old, and he got 4 snaps into the start of his career with you, and because he was harassed by the opposing defense, he unfortunately got hurt. So I feel like you gave up all that you gave up to get him. You got to protect him.
The last mock that I saw had Talisi going here. Wagu.
I could see that.
He's a stud.
He can play tackle if you really needed him to. You could push him in the guard.
Hey, I got a nice little tweet. Adam Schefter, Saints just picked up Cedric Wilson. That's pretty.
Ooh, that's solid. Seti.
All
I'm a
right.
Cedric Wilson fan, man. He's
That's a nice solid.
Seti, okay.
I'm a Cedric Wilson fan. I support Cedric Wilson. It's a good pickup.
2 years.
Now, another guy that the Jets could go here outside of Fuaga is Olu Fashanu, the big athletic offensive tackle from Penn State.
Yeah,
I can see that.
his tape is beautiful. And he's going against Michigan, Ohio State, man. Yeah, his tape's just beautiful. I wouldn't be mad. I wouldn't even be surprised if like Tennessee actually falls in love with him instead of Alton. He's the number 1 tackle off.
I agree with that.
Like I wouldn't be surprised.
I
But
like
they're
Olu.
definitely 1 and 2, I think. So yeah,
Definitely
I like
Olu here.
if we're going tackle, I definitely like Olu.
Billy.
They signed what 2 O-line, right?
I know they got the Moses dude from Baltimore. He's been a starter there for
Wait,
years.
no.
So
No. No, yeah, I'm taking the lineman from Penn State. For
Oh, Lou,
Olu Fashion,
pick us in. Minnesota Vikings are on the clock.
Ooh, what are we doing here? You think they reach for that quarterback or what? Or
I think they have to. I think this is a Justin Fields destination as well, possibly.
who else is out there? They probably Jimmy G. I heard them talking about they'll settle for like type of bridge quarterback or something. I don't know.
But no, they signed Sam Darnold.
Sam Darnold, yeah, that's who they.
Listen, I personally think the contract they offered Darnold, they're expecting to play with him for the year.
Yeah, would they give him
10 mil?
10? Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. I mean,
Dude
you're not gonna
started-
really give a backup that. They probably at
But-
least told him like, look, you could compete for that starting spot. Like,
But
okay.
if you're drafting a JJ McCarthy, a Michael Penix, and honestly, that's the only two I'd probably take here, or Bo Nix, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
You understand that they're projects, so signing Darnold is kind of the point to that.
I can
I
see
don't
JJ
know.
McCarthy here because of his age.
Hold on,
Is
let's
him-
see their needs. Minnesota
Quarterback,
Edge,
running back,
edge,
guard.
Guard.
edge,
I mean,
yeah, edge, quarterback, cornerback, D line. What's out there? Byron Murphy. They need interior and edge. It says, and they lost Danielle Hunter.
They did sign.
I mean, they
Jonathan
need
Bernard.
everything. I mean, let's be honest. You're
Oh,
not.
Nate Wiggins. I mean, that's they need a corner. I mean, they do need
Nate
everything.
Wiggins with Quinyon
Or
Mitchell on the board?
Quinyon Mitchell. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. They pretty much do need a lot. So
Do
Really?
they pair up Cooper DeJean with Harrison Smith?
No,
nah.
I
Heck
don't think
no.
so.
no, I don't think so. I
There's-
think this is one. Let's see. Their transactions were Sam Darnold, 2 outside backers,
Okay.
Aaron Jones,
Running backs off the board then.
wide receiver Brandon Powell.
They got
Re-signed
Jefferson.
2
They got
linemen.
Jefferson, Addison. They're good on receiver.
And
man.
they grabbed 2 tight ends.
They got Aaron Jones, man, so they're good at running back.
Oh, they got 2 tight ends. I say I don't know.
I personally think it's Murphy right here, man. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah, they need like line, period. The end and interior. That's what I got for their need. And this is like team needs updated like since the signings and stuff. So they still need interior and edge. I'd go Murphy, whatever's the best D lineman up there. Like,
Well, you got Murphy here. You still got Jared Verse here. You still got Liatu Latu here. I heard they were high on Liatu Latu.
oh yeah. I did. I actually put him there actually in my one mock draft. I do like Latu there. I do. If you're going edge, yes. But if they're trying to go interior, then they're obviously going to get the best one up there. But I like edge here. With Danielle Hunter going, yeah, I like that.
Just D tackle is another position like I can't draft in the top 20.
No,
No,
not
I
if
mean,
it's
it's-
somebody that's like that.
If it's not like Quentin Williams, like I can't do it. You know what I mean? Like
No, but
I don't
usually
know if-
in recent years, though, guys been hitting on their D tackles. That's pretty high. Some of them, most of them.
yeah, but they're home runs, bro. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
like yeah.
I don't
they're freaks.
I don't think any of these D tackles jump off the page to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, nah, yeah. It's definitely not that deep. No, I like edge. I like Latu. I like that.
I think that's I feel like that's a stretch, man.
Think so? He's possibly the best
Bro,
edge.
you're 11th overall. What does it say? Not that you go by rankings or anything, but he's not even the top rated edge.
I was gonna say, don't go off PFF's ratings.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not.
We had to
that.
fucking scroll for fucking Jaden Daniels, like to even put him at.
Yeah, they did.
at 2.
Yeah, the Eagles grabbed D line last year, but Jalen Carter was one of those guys that jumped off the page. Like you knew what Jalen Carter was going to be. That's a guy you draft in the top 10.
No, remember, and he even fell, bro, because of that shit that happened. with the
Yeah,
whole
he was
remember
supposed to be the first pick.
his friend died in a car accident shit.
Yeah.
That's why he fell, bro, because he was really supposed to be a top 5 pick, remember, like through the whole process, bro.
That's
So
the type of guy I take in the top 10. But like right outside the top 10,
he was supposed to be top 5, bro. Like he was that nice last year coming.
I think this is Latu reverse. I think this is Latu reverse.
Yeah, it depends what they fall in love with. I like Latu though.
Runner, what you thinking?
I think they're a prime candidate to take JJ McCarthy here,
Oh.
especially because if they, they value his. Obviously, you have to value the quarterback position. Pretty much how you win games. But he's one of the youngest prospects in this draft class. It gives you some time to let him develop and everything like that. But I do think their defense, especially their line, needs a lot of help. I know they took Jonathan Grenard from the Texans.
Yeah.
They signed him in for agency, but he's kind of been I don't want to say a one-hit wonder, but like he flashed last year, and I think a lot of it helped having Will Anderson and in D'Amico Ryans' defensive scheme.
Right.
Can he translate that? So for me, it's either JJ or you definitely got to go along the defensive line. I personally, I know, Shane, you were talking about it. I think Byron Murphy, I feel like this is high for him. Definitely not disagreeing with that. I just feel like positional need, he's his size and athleticism shouldn't I feel like shouldn't be something that's together. Like someone as big as he is with his speed, his quickness, and then obviously his strength. Could he turn into, again, not saying he is, not saying I think that, but could he be something like Quinnen Williams or Dexter Lawrence, some of these other big time interior defensive linemen? If you have one, it's a huge plus for you.
Yeah, expect.
But yeah, me personally,
And you think about their division, like all these running backs coming in. You got some running backs coming in. Josh Jacobs just came in. This and that. Stop
That's a
that
good
run.
point.
Jordan Love can run.
You gotta stop
could
this
scramble.
run now. Like
Justin Fields could run, and who else am I forgetting? Jared Goff can't really run, but they got Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery. So
yeah.
So we're going Byron Murphy.
I like that D line. As long
All
as
right,
the D
Byron
lineman, I
Murphy.
like it.
Yeah,
I'm with
that's
them.
what I'm
All
saying.
This
And
is definitely JJ.
This
This
is
JJ.
JJ.
Oh,
This
easily.
is
He's still on the board, and
they might trade up for him, bro.
We don't even got to talk about that. That's JJ McCarthy. Okay, Raiders on the clock.
Raiders, Brock Bowers. I like Brock
I don't
Bowers.
know. They drafted Max Meyer in the second round, I believe, last year.
They like him.
Yeah.
He showed some.
What does their
promise
wide
when they
receiver
actually started.
group look like now, though? Because didn't they just?
They got Tay. They got Tay, Jacoby Myers.
They're top heavy in my opinion.
And
outside of
and
those two.
it's deep with the draft, so I don't think they need to go to it right away. So they got a lot of needs other places to be going a receiver right away.
They got Zamir White now. I like Zamir White.
And for me, Las Vegas, I got cornerback, O-line, quarterback, and D-line as their top needs.
I'm not gonna lie. I see
corner.
Kenyon Mitchell in the
Kenyon
Raiders.
Mitchell. Yep, corner.
I was about to say
see
either Mitchell or Nate Wiggins if they become big enamored with his speed.
That's what I was gonna say. If guys going for speed, it's Nate Wiggins because he ran that 4.2.
They are some fiends for some speed, man. I'm not gonna lie. Look at their recent draft picks. They love some speed.
Yep.
But I feel like Kenyon Mitchell is the best corner that's available. I feel like that'd be him, and they'd be elated with that.
I think Kenyon Mitchell, yeah, and that's their number one need on what I got for him.
Agree. Fuck, Billy, I forgot to ask your opinion on that one. That's on me, but Kenyon Mitchell it is. Next we got the Saints. Isaac, go ahead. You got the floor. Chop it up, kid.
We're definitely going offensive tackle or DN, like whatever's best available up there. So if they're whatever DN, We're I don't not
Okay.
Jared Verse. We're not. He's not even our typical type of guy we would get. So I think we're just gonna go offensive tackle. Whoever's high here. If Dallas Turner's not here, we were not gonna get an end probably. So
There's
Who-
more film on Fatanu.
I was gonna say I like the Washington guy. Like
Yeah, dude, he played deeper into he played the
into the
championship game,
postseason.
right? So,
Yep.
Chill,
so they
I
got
think we
more
go with him.
film against top.
Nah, chill.
top
He's
Kennedy.
falling to Dallas, yo. He's falling
Nah,
to
heck
Dallas.
no.
Nah.
I like Fatanu.
Dallas
He's-
wouldn't know what to
he
do
just-
with him if he was there. Anyways,
Nah,
Yeah,
and
right, our line
watching
is
the
always good.
watching the combine, bro, he was like honestly to me, he was one of my favorites with the lateral drills. He's really good on his feet. Like, you know, usually the big guys are stumbling and shit. Like he was really light on his feet for a big man. Like I think he's gonna rise and shit. So if he's available there, yeah, hell yeah. I'm going Troy.
my pick is Fatanu, tackle from
Troy
Washington.
Fats.
Yep,
Troy
I'm
Fat,
going
man.
Troy.
Troy? Roner?
Yep.
I wouldn't be mad at that. I agree with Isaac. I feel like they definitely in this scenario they definitely go with offensive lineman.
Yeah, because remember we drafted Penning and he's not panning out, so we still have that need, like, and been needing it for a couple years. Like,
My
Or
only
Penning's not
curiosity, my only curiosity would come from: do they also love two other guys that are physically gifted athletes but are massive human beings and tested incredibly well at the combine with Amarius Mims out of Georgia or
That-
Jason
hey,
Latham from Bama?
yes, no, Amaria Mims. I would argue that because his size, the way he paused, like, yeah, bro, and he
My only
ran
thing-
crazy, bro. He ran like under 5, bro. Like,
My
yeah,
only
Said
thing with
Chase Young,
JC,
Manola.
my only thing with JC Latham, he primarily played right tackle at Bama. Obviously,
Yep.
Ryan Ramchick has that solidified. Now,
yes.
could he
And
slide over? He did play some games at left tackle for Bama, but you know
That's
another-
why I don't think so, because I actually looked at their actual position left or right, and the Latham kid plays what Ramchick does. Troy, I know he plays the left side, so
Troy Fat?
that makes the most sense. He could come in and
yeah,
start for
either-
us right
either-
away.
I'm big on either Troy or Mims, and that, but Mims might be a reach at
Yeah,
this point.
Troy Fats it is, baby.
I'll go with Billy
Alright, we
says.
got-
They're gonna fall in love with his tape. His tape's crazy.
We got the Colts on the clock. Lopes.
Oh,
Talk to me, Lopes.
Lopes, what you
I
guys
personally-
doing? What you think, Billy?
I think they grab Bowers here, right? Who's their tight end?
They got Jelani Woods coming back from injury.
They had fucking Mo Alley Cox. How about
He
that,
went to
right?
I think he went to like Washington midseason though, didn't he?
No, Washington. No,
That might have been my Madden.
Washington-
That might have been my Madden franchise. I'm sure.
Washington has a blaring need for it. They just let Logan Thomas go. That's like one of their biggest needs. Washington.
I think
with the receivers that are off the board, I think if a receiver that we already have mock draft, I think they'll take a receiver. But
Lope said. Lope said, if it's not Bowers here, y'all are cut, including Billy.
yeah, I forget that he has a bank account of $10 million because he's a goddamn GM.
I like Bowers because I mean a lot of people say like, "Damn, he fell this deep." Like, yeah, I like Bowers.
Somebody's gonna. I don't know.
Who's their
You
other
don't
tight
like-
end? Kylan Granson. That was their only like active tight end last year.
You brought Pittman back. You get a tight end. I mean, your running back's already there, right? I mean, I don't know. Y'all don't agree. Y'all don't agree? Say something. I mean, I don't know.
I think it's Brock Bowers.
I could see Brock. Yeah,
He's-
I could also see them going secondary.
Yeah, Cooper.
Yeah.
I can see him going Cooper, knowing he's versatile. He might switch to safety, but you know he can play corner.
Listen, a tight end that could catch the ball, he's gonna help the backfield, the running game. He's
yeah, I
gonna
will go
catch
Brock.
balls for Richardson.
I'll go Brock.
Rookie quarterback essentially because Richardson
Yeah.
only played 4 games,
Lopes.
5 games.
Lopes, breaking news. You're cut from their bandwagon. Stop it. Bullshit. Common sense, bro. Common sense.
I thought Lopes
Brock
should
Bowers?
change his team. Yeah.
Man,
he was just posting another team. Like,
Mostly trolling.
he's a troll.
Is
all right, who's this? Seahawks D line.
D-line. Yeah, this is probably where
D-line.
Newton goes.
Yo,
Hey.
before we even talk about it, can we talk about their quarterback position?
D line, O line's their biggest need. Quarterback, yeah, Geno, that's their man. Hey, they like Geno.
Didn't they just get
Sam
Howell?
They got Sam Howell. Go ahead and Geno and
I think
Sam
he's
Howell
gonna-
battle it out.
You mean to tell me Howell's gonna go from what, second or third in passing yards to a 2-year backup until Geno retires?
Hell
Well,
no,
here's
that's
the
what I'm
thing.
saying. He might beat him
I think
out.
Sam takes that job.
Yeah,
Sam
he
Howell
might
takes
beat
that
him out.
job.
Here's the thing, though. Here's
Or-
the thing, though. I think Geno Smith is on the last year of his contract, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so if he's on the last year of a contract, you just got insurance. You got a young quarterback to learn under Geno Smith that's been through what Sam Howell's been through. You know what I mean? I think that's a great move for them. I think it's a good
stretch. Stop it.
That's a good problem to have.
No, Sam Howell will take over this year either way. Even if Geno starts and he don't finish, but Sam Howell's gonna.
I'll say this: with their receiving room, if Geno gets hurt, he's not getting his job
Yeah,
back. Sam Howell's gonna air that bitch out.
yeah, he'll air it out. He's not the best decision maker. He throws a lot of picks, but he'll air that bitch out. He's another Jameis.
Now Washington's line was fucking garbage.
I think this one's the center from Oregon.
Chill, Billy. He's falling to Dallas too.
All right, he's probably going to go to the Steelers or something.
That's what I think. I think Powers Johnson goes to Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh.
I could see Seattle choosing Latu in this spot or Verse.
The only way Pittsburgh ain't going center is if like Kenyon Mitchell fell there or something, or unless they really like Wiggins or something. But I think they'll get him there. But Seahawks here, I think D tackle.
Hold on. Are the Seahawks returning any of their back five defenders? Starting.
Not their safeties, but they have young corners. They're good there.
Yeah, they have young corners. Kobe Bryant and what's his name?
Hold up, is Cooper DeJean on the board?
Yeah, but he's not going
This
there,
is-
bro. Their
is
glaring
what?
need is, bro. You got Fuaga there and Newton. Their glaring need right now, their two things is D line and O line.
Oh, they actually just signed a center
Don't need tackle.
today. Actually,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they did. They did get a center,
Nick Harris.
but they need a whole new O line, not just a center.
They need a guard. So if this isn't Barton, then I don't want to hear it.
They need a guard. I have. Let me see, Seattle.
Oh man,
They got tackles. They drafted a tackle last year. Who did they draft last
Did-
year? Who was like his name?
They got
Yeah, this-
Charles Cross, right?
Yeah, Charles Cross. Yeah.
All right, so yeah, say they need interior. If they need interior, though, I'm going Newton. Still, they still need D line.
But they need edge too. You got Verse and Latu here.
Oh yeah, so yeah, fuck yeah, go get Liatu. He's from the Seattle area. He played up there. Hell yeah. No, that's UCLA. I'm thinking Washington. I'm tripping. Yeah,
Same
hold on.
area, but oh shit. UCLA.
I like
mean,
Liatu. I wouldn't have been mad at him going. I think Jared Verse is gonna fall too, anyways, bro. In my opinion, so I like Liatu anyways.
Billy, you like Liatu? I don't like that side.
let me just tell you how much I hate Seattle. Yeah, I think that's the right move for them. Bring the local kid.
Say no mas. Jaguars.
They
I
are
don't know.
making a
Jaguars. What's the Jaguars need?
I don't even know where they go. I really don't. Is this Cooper DeJean? Because it just says DB on here. I guess that's just what it is.
they signed Ronald Darby, Gabe Davis, Devin Duvernay, and Darnell Savage.
Yeah, corner, receiver, edge. So I mean, they just signed. You said receivers. Yeah, they signed a receiver.
They signed a receiver.
Corner.
They signed 2 cornerbacks.
Oh,
Well, yeah, Darnell Savage, who that's going to
he's a safety. He's a safety.
Right.
I like Wiggins, the
Wiggins,
corner.
Now they signed Ronald Darby. They just signed
Bro, he's not even
Eric
that.
Armstead on the D line from the D line.
Oh yeah, but you said Darby, bro. He's like not even good enough to be a starter.
No.
Fuck him.
I like DeJean here. I think it's crazy that he's even here.
But do they need a safety if he's really going to safety? I mean, they did lose Jenkins.
They just need DBs.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
I think Ball from Florida
Clemson.
State goes here.
Oh, verse. Let me see. They need D line.
Yeah, I mean Josh Allen's on a franchise tag.
I was gonna say, have they extended Josh Allen yet?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
get verse. Yeah, I like that. I do like that. Smart.
Verse.
Yeah.
I don't know. In this situation, I feel like this would really come down to best player available. Who do they perceive to be the best player available? Is it Cooper? Is it Verse? Is it someone else? They're another one. You got to have a secondary. You play 6 games a year against C.J. Stroud. More than likely, Anthony Richardson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Will
but
Levis
based off of what's left, there's way more corners left than the DNs. They've been flying out all like the free agents. The DNs are about almost gone. So
When's their next pick in the second round for the Jags?
48.
that's fair, like the middle. Fair, yeah.
All right.
I'm DB here.
All right. So if DB, I like Wiggins.
I like DeJean. So
Fits-
Billy and Roner.
Wiggins fits their pro.
Jared Verse.
Oh shit. Roner, what is it?
I actually, in this scenario, I see Cooper DeJean getting taken off.
Okay, Cooper's gone out of here.
I think his versatility is something that they
need, right? Yep.
yeah.
He could play just about anywhere they need him to. So yeah, I like it.
Bengals are on the clock. They need interior D line. I know they signed a tight end. I think this has to be tackled.
No,
Yes,
they need tackle, bro. Get Fuaga, get him out of here. No,
Fuaga.
or they go get Mims. They might be high on him, but just get Fuaga since he's the highest.
I was gonna say I think they're a Latham here or Mims.
Or
Because
Latham,
Fuaga they project to slide inside to be a guard, because of he doesn't have the prototypical height
size,
and arm,
right? Yeah.
arm length.
Go Mims. I like how Mims been rising. Take Mims.
All right, I like Mims. Billy. I would go Mims here too, or Fuaga. Honestly,
That's been a need for them for like 3 years straight. Is tackle. They still haven't figured it out.
And they still lost their centerpiece to a season-ending injury.
Yep.
So Jake Browning did ball.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, they're probably gonna. I think it's a stretch, but they probably go Mims right here.
Positional need, man. Positional need. Rams. McVay put extra jelly into
This one's Fuaga.
They might get Fuaga, or I was gonna say they might get Newton, knowing that Donald's about to be out of here, retire.
Yeah, that too. But I like Fuaga because Roner mentioned his like positional versatility. They need help all across that line.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're kind of still good enough to like compete now. So why, try to plan.
If they don't keep Stafford upright, they're not doing anything.
Yeah, I like it.
Fuaga.
Yep, Fuaga, Mago. Steelers, Jackson, Powers, Johnson.
Yeah, take the center off the board.
It's a home run.
God damn it!
Nation,
Fuck!
Steelers
Nah.
Nation goes crazy in my opinion with that.
Yep.
There's probably gonna be Steelers fans out there like that are just like, fuck.
They
man,
need
what
a
the
corner,
hell?
but they just got Dante Jackson, and they,
This kid is probably the best lineman in the class. He's just a center.
Yeah, he's fired. All
I
right,
think this
Dolphins.
one's late.
Dolphins need offensive line too. This is Latham.
He doesn't. He but back to Jackson Powers Johnson. He's a center, so he doesn't have the value of a tackle. But I'm telling you, that kid is a fucking dog.
I've seen this film. He be moving shit.
Why you gotta curse at us like that, dude? It's fucked up.
So I run shit, Billy. This is my shit. I'm on my Drewski
Okay.
shit. I'm the CEO. No, I'm playing. I'm playing.
Jackson
Oh.
Powers Johnson got coached by Alex Mirabal and Mario Cristobal in Oregon before they both left for Miami. They are two of the most renowned offensive line coaches in the college game. Jackson Powers Johnson is a big home run pick here. You're right
He
on
is.
it with that, Shane.
He's Timothy for sure.
If he was a tackle, his name's all the way up at the top.
Yeah, he's a dog. All right, next one, J.C. Latham for sure. Take him off the board.
I like
You
Latham
think?
here. What about you, Runner?
You think? They just lost Christian Wilkins in
How
that
about-
interior D line.
Ooh, I
Yeah.
do like Newton. I do like
Yeah,
Newton.
too.
No,
Could
you
they-
listen. That
Bro, Tua's be getting fucked up.
no,
He knows-
dude.
he knows
Again,
judo.
that's
He
another
knows judo. He
team.
knows how to fall.
Not because it's the quarterback position. You look at some of the hits that Tua has taken. They're not doing it. They are going to do everything in their power to keep him upright. Plus the
And-
running game that you have there,
Their best
dude.
tackles
You're
Armstead
going
and-
O line.
And Armstead misses a few games a year for sure. And that's their best tackle.
I like Latham here. I'm not gonna lie. I like the kid out of Arizona. What's his name?
Oh yeah.
I'm
he's
gonna.
nice.
I'm not gonna lie. If you, I
That's good.
understand you're the CEO,
But he's not going before Latham.
But
Unless somebody
all of
loves
us
him.
just said that we're going line. Chat's blowing up saying line. You're going line. Don't look for anybody else. Don't look for the kid from Arizona.
He said chat's blowing up.
Latham's
They
off the
really are.
board, all
Everyone's
right?
saying line. Everyone's saying line. Yeah, it's Latham.
Latham. Oh,
Well,
Nate Wiggins. They need
I know
it.
there's probably Birds fans in here. One of y'all.
They need Wiggins. Or they probably like Kool-Aid. They want to go get Kool-Aid, you know.
Nah, this one's
David.
Newton. Fletcher Cox just retired, right?
Bro, they got the two fucking Georgia guys back-to-back years.
Bro,
Yeah.
their whole defense is designed around a heavy, healthy rotation.
I
They're
know
going
that,
Newton right here.
but as bad as their glaring cornerback need, you think, Billy?
Bro, they got
Brad-
This is
Bradbury, you believe in
Bro,
him?
it's Philadelphia. You live in Pennsylvania. How do you not know this?
Bro, I don't know, man. Just
we don't
based
give a
off
fuck about
of,
no Eagles.
I don't know, man. I mean,
Yo,
They all wanna-
I
they all
know.
wanna be
I-
quiet.
D tackle's cool. That's cool. Go
I
ahead.
know we got Eagles fans in the chat. Where they at?
Yeah, I don't know that. The one time they want to be quiet.
Eagles, y'all getting a D tackle or y'all getting a corner? What are you guys doing? Right here.
They
I
don't
can
even know.
easily see corner.
If they didn't
Who
get
was that
Gardner
last one that
Johnson,
commented, Facebook user.
They said a
Good pass rusher helps the secondary too. He ain't lying.
yeah, he ain't lying. But I mean, they have. I'm just saying they invested in that the last 2 years in the first round. In that same position you're trying to draft again.
Saying I don't think that's D tackle there. I think this is Nate Wiggins. You got to think about the receivers they got to play now. Now there's.
I say Wiggins, or unless they like Kool-Aid, they go get Kool-Aid.
they don't go corner here. CD's having another field day on their asses. I don't know. He's still gonna. Nate Wiggins, I'm sorry, but you're about to be son.
Yo, Mr. CEO, keep it unbiased here, right? Like, shh.
And
Bro,
who's
there's a
gonna-
top-
It has nothing to do with Dallas. We're talking about Philly right now.
All right,
Relax.
look, take Dallas out of it. There's a top 5 receiver in his division. Terry McLaurin's in his division. You know what I mean? Like this has to be corner. You're not, and there's teams with stacked run games now. You're gonna have to stack the box.
I don't
mean,
care if I'm running receiver. If I'm not getting, if the D line ain't getting pressure, I'm eventually going to be open somewhere. Stop it.
They don't even
That is
got
true.
they don't even got a nickel corner, nothing. They're just
They stink. They lost Maddox. Slays on the end of his career. Baldberry's ass.
Billy, you know what they did? They made Mac Jones look like an MVP, right, Roner?
I had a lot of hope. I had a lot of hope after week one. That 25-20 loss should look like a blessing in disguise.
What about that
Down
40
low
to?
after that.
What about the 40 to nothing loss?
Yeah, that was like 2 weeks later. Yep.
They're not saying anything in the comments. They don't know what the Eagles want. All right.
No, Shane pissed them all off.
Good. Scatter. They're like cockroaches. fucking scatter when you turn on the lights.
So I mean, they did sign Bryce Huff in free agency. They got Chauncey Gardner-Johnson back. He could play a little slot if they needed.
Yeah.
Obviously, that signing they just had earlier this evening, getting Devin White, I feel like that is massive. That's a Swiss
huge.
Army knife that they can use multiple different ways.
Yeah.
I agree with Billy though. You know, obviously they invest in their trenches. I personally though would like to see Jalen Carter and Jordan Davis get more work. You know, like let the young kids play, let them ball. You know, I could see a Newton here. I could see even a Jared Verse, because his versatility, he can play edge. They can move him inside, and he can do a little
Play
three
three-tech.
tech. And I don't know, but for me, I feel like personally, if they don't address their secondary, you know, they're just
Chopped cheese.
yeah.
And they're still trying to like shop one of those DNs too.
Yeah, what's his face?
Sweat.
The kid from Temple.
Sweat or Riddick. They said they're either
Yeah.
one of those two, yeah. So
Right,
I mean,
Riddick.
I don't know. DB. I like DB.
I like Wiggins.
All right, lock it in. All right, Bill, you got the next one. Who do you think the Texans are getting?
Yeah, definitely. This one's a home run. Who do you want them to get?
This is Barton.
You think this is
Yeah.
Barton?
That's tough, bro. Tough. No, that's tough. I like that because Houston. I mean, they don't
Maybe
really
not.
need it,
Hold
but
on.
no, they don't.
I think
need
this
it.
is. I think this is Newton. Actually, no. They just signed D Lyman, didn't they?
I can see it being Newton.
Yeah, D line and edge they need. Yeah, they lost Sheldon Rankins.
They got
yeah,
Danica Autry. They got Danica Autry, Tim Settle, Daniel Hunter. They signed D Lyman. They signed
I
three.
changed my mind.
yeah,
This
but
one-
not
this one- I think this one's
interior
first.
though. No,
This
not
one's
interior.
Those are all interior.
Newton.
Besides Daniel Hunter, he's an edge.
Yeah, because they got Daniil Hunter and Anderson from last year, but I like the middle. Newton, I like that. They lost
Yeah.
Sheldon Rankins. They picked up two, but Autry's nice, but like the other guys, more like role guys. Like you need somebody who's gonna.
You know,
Yeah,
and
I mean, listen, Houston's defense is going to be scary. D'Amico Ryans is an underrated coach, in my opinion.
I don't think he's underrated anymore.
And like I said, you lost Sheldon Rankins. He was an actual starter for them all year. So
Keon Coleman is going to be the next Puka, Nakua, however the hell you spell it. Yeah,
I like that.
Mm.
I like.
Jazan Newton.
Yep, Newton. Lock him in there. Older. Go ahead, Shane.
All right, so
Graham.
I think at this point, all the tackles you want are off the board. I think Tyler Smith. I don't think they want to move Tyler Smith outside. I think he's your franchise guard. Zach's getting old. I think they keep him in there. He's one of the best in the league in there. Obviously, center's a huge need, but there's nobody on the board I'm picking in the first round. I think Michael Gallup gets traded for like a 5th round, 6th round pick. If not cut, teams know he's going to get cut. So I think this is receiver right here.
Receiver.
There's no – I think our biggest need is linebacker, but I don't think there's a linebacker I'm taking here.
Yo,
I think
Isaac, I got a question.
You passing on Peyton Wilson? What's up?
Can we
Yes,
put
early
the
fuck
CEO in timeout?
I mean, shit. We can kick him out of here.
Bro, you are a wide receiver who is a Cowboys fan, and you're gonna ignore all the glaring needs.
You just said it's deep. It's deep. Receiver,
Billy,
remember, it's deep.
Billy, would you let me get to my goddamn point, William?
Well, that's kind of my point. Who would they pick? Who would
right
they
here,
pick?
right here, this is Keon Coleman. It's CeeDee Lamb's blood cousin. I think it makes the most sense. Don't let that 4.6. Don't let that 4.6 fool you. Watch the tape. The tape doesn't lie. The combine is just a glorified fucking track.
That's his cousin. Nice.
Keon Coleman is a stud.
All right,
Blast
so
the tape.
type his name in, and that's who you like. That's who y'all got.
I'll type his name. He'll be like the third receiver here. Come on.
Oh man, you passing on Peyton Wilson.
Peyton Wilson in the first round, Isaac, is absolutely fucking insane.
Hey man, if the linebacker's there and he's good, man, you get him. And that's a need. And look, man, you lost because you needed
Yo.
linebackers.
I gotta record this, and when the Cowboys fans start bitching, I'm gonna tell everybody that it's your fault.
Why? Keon Coleman's a stud. There's mad ties to him. Anybody that doesn't like Keon Coleman doesn't watch enough football. It needs to go back to the lab.
I like him. I love him. But
We're not, bro. You just drafted somebody that you could have got later
Brian Thomas is
because
there
he's
too, man. Damn.
because he's a blood relative of what?
I think
Stop.
I think out of all these receivers sitting here, the only other one that I would draft in front of Keon Coleman is Brian Thomas Jr. And I think Keon Coleman just makes the most sense for our locker room.
You see,
And that's just a fact. That's just
first
a
round
fact.
exit again. It's all right.
They're not even
Let
gonna make playoffs.
Hey, let him. That's his team. Let him. Hey,
Bro,
the first round
I
exit
got-
again.
I got
Packers
bro
on the
Keon.
clock.
I got Keon Coleman as a top 5 receiver in this class. You're crazy.
No, yo, Chat just said it. Blame Jerry Jones. No moves in free agency is crazy.
It's
Hey,
you see, it's
they're all
because
in.
their fans act like this.
They're all in.
Alrighty, Green Bay.
I'm
Lopes,
disappointed in you, Shane.
Lopes, I have no idea what that comment means. Billy, when we get to your team, you can make a disappointing pick too. All right, how about that?
Listen. Okay. Deal.
Hey,
You don't understand. Billy, has my-
every first round has their splash. I'm not gonna lie, or their
Bro,
surprising
you're
pick.
nuts.
So.
You're nuts. Did you not just say he was gonna be the next Puka Nacua, or am I tripping?
I was reading the comments, you clown.
Oh,
I didn't say that. Fuck.
All right, Shane. All right, we're at Green Bay.
That's a good
Who's
take.
here? I see a lot of receivers right now. Like they don't need that. They need a corner bad. Oh, that's because you are on receivers. What the fuck? Yeah, they need a corner. What's up there? Kool-Aid or something? They need a corner, safety.
They're going all line here.
Yeah, they just
You
lost.
think
their
O
guy.
line? Yeah, Runyon, Bakhtiari.
I think-
Yeah,
I think
Graham.
this is-
I like Graham.
I think this is Jordan Morgan.
Jordan Morgan.
Listen, that's the Cowboy fan in you.
Yeah, bro.
You
He's
hate
not
playing
even.
the
He's
Packers
not.
in the
He's
playoffs.
not even going before the Oklahoma guy. What the hell are you?
Roner, would you?
I like
was gonna say,
Morgan
I-
too.
I like
But-
Jordan Morgan out of Arizona, but I also like Tyler Guyton.
Yeah, Guyton. Did you see him at the Senior Bowl and shit? Chill out, bro.
Yeah, I saw him
Jordan
getting
Morgan.
fucking cooked.
No, he wasn't. He was He was doing the
Man.
cooking. Nah,
I
but
don't like
honestly,
that.
I like Graham Barton here because they actually need linemen, and he plays both, like guard and tackle. He's undersized for tackle, but he can play both. Like he played both.
I mean,
So
they do
I
say the
actually-
same things about Jordan Morgan. I don't mean to cut you off, Isaac. They do say he's probably going to slide into guard, but could still obviously have him be a tackle.
Yeah, and Fuaga. He could. They all three could. Yeah, actually do. Yeah.
I'm high on Jordan Morgan.
I mean, I like O lineman here, so I mean, it don't matter who you go with. I feel like they need a guard because they lost the guy to the Giants. What's his name? Runyon, and they need a tackle because Bakhtiari. So either way, they need interior and tackle. You can't go wrong
All
with
right.
whatever.
They do say Graham Barton could potentially become a center.
Oh,
They do
look,
say-
Cowboys missed on that. Oh, fuck.
I have heard
I did not know he
talks
could play
that-
center.
Bro,
He can play
he's
center.
versatile, bro. He could.
I don't know how well, but he can play center.
Yo, he fucked Jared Verse up. I thought you said you watched the film.
He wasn't playing center. He's playing guard.
No, he was playing tackle, bro. He was just moving him the fuck around. Because what's his name's at end? He was playing tackle, just doing whatever with him.
I think even if you click on Graham Barton on the PFF thing and you go over to first look, I think they do say that he could play center. He either can play center or they think he'll switch over to center.
Yeah, and I would say like right here, like he is the better run blocker of all these guys, and that's what they're heavy on. Like, I like Graham.
He's not even in the
Barton
top six.
plays football angry. which is lovely in an
Yeah,
offensive
that's
lineman.
yep. Hell yeah. And you know
Think this is
Green
great.
Bay likes that type of shit. He was just at the top, bro. Go to
Yeah.
all players, bro. Graham
Oh shit, I
Barton's.
didn't. Okay. I think that
See, they got him at tackle, but he can play
Go ahead.
guard or center. Shit, guy's nice.
All right, Tampa Bay.
That's who I got verse going to. You know, South. He stays down south. They need edge. Makes the most sense to me. They lose Shaquille Barrett. They need that edge guy. This is where I had Jarrett Verse going on almost all my fucking mock drafts, to be honest.
I
like
think
Verse
somebody
too.
reaches on him.
Or Peyton Wilson because they lost. What's his name? Devin White.
I think
I
it's
don't think that
Verse.
linebacker was increased.
I think it's Verse honestly too. And
Okay.
like Tampa likes going with those down south. Like they like going with those Florida guys and like guys like that. The history in the draft shows it. Like
Runner, you got anything?
I definitely think it's an edge guy. Me personally, I'm high on Darius Robinson and Chop Robinson.
Darius is my favorite in Chop.
But with Verse still being on the board in this scenario, I do think that they would pick him over.
Timeout for Isaac. Peyton Wilson is a day 2 pick.
Yeah, I agree.
See, for me, Peyton Wilson, I love his tape, but at the same time, that kid has been hurt a lot in college.
No, I think he's a day 2 guy too. It just depends on how bad somebody wants their linebacker. Like I just think he's the best linebacker, definitely. But just depends how if a team like really wants the linebacker so bad, they get one in the first round. He'll probably be the guy.
Adrian Cooper is my linebacker one.
You're a Cowboys fan. You lost the right to give opinions. Okay. Okay.
Man, Billy, how you gonna feel when fucking this shit comes out about Dak and it's true, which is
All
pretty
right.
sad. I would cry myself to sleep. But Trey
Same.
Lance comes back and beats the shit out of y'all.
Shane, Jarrett Verse this the fuck up.
You're not even making the playoffs this year. Stop it. Who's next?
He said 2 rounds and it's
Jared
we're an
Verse.
hour and a half in.
Yeah, you're right. We gotta start moving. All right, Cardinals.
I'm not doing 2 rounds with this bullshit going on tonight. Not happening.
You feel me?
Not doing it.
Bye, Felicia.
Cardinals got another
So,
one.
We took receiver.
All right, they go defense. Yeah, they lost their Buda Baker. How about that, right? They like Nubin. I don't know what the fuck they do. They need anything.
I don't even know shit about Nubin. I'm not gonna lie. Does anybody know anything about this kid?
I think they take the kid from
Miami
no.
safety. I think Cameron Kitchens.
No, I
is
don't
probably
think
the
they go
best one.
defense here. I don't. I think they go O-line.
Oh, okay. They just got a good tackle to pair with Paris Johnson. I seen that.
They picked up Jonah Williams.
Jonah Williams, and they got
right
Paris
tackle from Cincy.
Yep, and they got Paris Johnson from last year. So if they do, it'll be interior. So I don't dislike the O-lineman, but it would be definitely interior if they go online.
All right, is this Jordan Morgan?
Or is it one of the receivers? They lost Rondell. Oh, we got one their first pick, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, so I like Zach Frazier. I like that.
I don't like him
This
here
high.
though. Yeah, I don't like him here.
No. I don't know, man. They need a safety. They lost Buda Baker. I really don't know. Like Kool-Aid.
I like Kool-Aid here. CJ Tampa's super tough too.
I was gonna say I'm in this spot. I'm high on Kool-Aid, or I'm high on my boy Cam Kitchens.
Cam Kitchens, yeah, I like him. I think that's more. I mean, they do need secondary regardless, but I like Cam Kitchens.
This is right where the Lions got fucking Brian Branch last year too. I like this. Cam Kitchens.
Yeah, he's definitely rated higher than that guy we don't know up top. I think he's the best safety in the draft.
I agree with you.
Safety's definitely not deep and shit. I'd say that, but he's definitely the best one. I think.
On PFF, he's rated low. They have him like,
84.
yeah.
I think this is Cam Kitchens as well, so we'll lock that in. Bills is on the clock. This is Brian Thomas.
Yeah, they're going. Or they're going
Is
old
it?
tackle. No, Guyton. I like Guyton. The
Think?
receiver and tackle is their top two, so it could be what receiver did they just pick up today? I know they
Curtis
picked up a
Samuel.
receiver, Curtis
They
Samuel.
got Curtis Samuel.
But that's not like a true number. I mean, if he stays healthy, he could be a true number 2. But like, he's
Nah,
like
they need a
they
need
need
a
an
boundary.
outside. He's a slot. Yeah, they need an outside
Hey,
guy.
have they signed a safety yet? Because I know Micah
Oh
Hyde
yeah,
and
they
Poyer
lost
are both
Poyer
gone.
and Hyde. Yeah, that is
Uh,
definitely correct.
is this a spot for Kool-Aid, who people say maybe play
Yeah,
safety?
Tre'Davious White left too.
Yeah.
Kool-Aid.
So-
Yeah, I like Kool-Aid.
Right now, their DB room is what? Taron Johnson.
Yo,
Nah,
I
yeah.
want to know why all you guys just hate offensive linemen.
I can't.
That's
hate
what I
offensive
really
linemen. I
wanna
am an
know.
O-lineman.
Now, Billy, a lot of these teams are picking up in the free agent for real, man. Like, believe it or not, there was a lot of good linemen moved around so far.
This is one of the deepest classes in NFL history, in my opinion. So, like, it's hard to know where guys go. There's still a lot of moves to be made. You know what I mean? So, a lot of these picks are going to be BPA towards positional in need.
I don't know. I mean, I would say corner because they know they could compete regardless, so they're gonna need somebody to help out on that defense. Like their offense would be good regardless. Like no matter how they gotta mix it up or whatever, they'll get it right.
I think
but their defense, they just lost like half of their defense from that. That core that they had. They're both of their safeties. Their corner
offense is falling apart, though, Isaac. You like.
I hear you, but I mean, I think like it says, their top two needs, they're gonna go either receiver or line. But I wouldn't be mad at defense because they need it secondary.
I mean, they're going against.
They're offense first team, so they're offense first. So I mean, I wouldn't.
They did get Carlton Davis. That's a solid corner. Him, Brian Branch, Cam Sutton. It's not the best, but it's not the worst.
Oh no, we're still at the freaking Bills.
Who we take? I didn't even see who we take. It was
I don't know.
Kool-Aid.
Kool-Aid,
Kool-Aid,
right?
All right.
But don't be shocked either if Detroit, because Dan Campbell wants to run the rock. I wouldn't be shocked if he went and got a guard. Jonah Jackson missed a lot of last year. Graham Glass,
you don't think
Glau, however you say his name.
Yeah.
He's older, but I could see
Glasgow.
wide receiver too. Amon-Ra St. Brown can't do it all by himself. Josh Reynolds had 2 costly drops against the Niners in that NFC title game. Outside of those 2, Jameson Williams, I'm
bro,
still
go
kind of waiting
get
to see if
go get Brian Thomas right here.
For me,
that'd be beautiful.
For me, it's got to be a receiver. It's got to be a lineman.
Yeah, Brian Thomas would be beautiful.
Billy?
Yeah, I'm going Brian Thomas.
Stud. I agree. I think Brian Thomas is another guy that could be the best receiver in this class. I don't know.
You think
really
about
don't
that
know.
team's already tough all around. Like they're gonna compete, bro. So they're gonna get whatever's gonna help their team right now to win.
This is where
Brian
I
Thomas.
have. This is where I have him going in my mock personally.
And Jameis Williamson. I mean, yeah, what's his name? The receiver they got like 2 years ago.
Jameson Williams.
Yeah, he can be him, but like with injury and stuff, like they're skeptical on it. Go get Brian Thomas, bro, and if he ends up being it, then you got 3 fucking outstanding receivers. Then you're like the Bengals.
Gibbs out the backfield.
Yeah, then you're like the Bengals when fucking Burrow had all 3 of those guys. Like
Ravens here. I think this is receiver as well. I think this might be a Donnie Mitchell.
Oh yeah. Or Donnie. No, I was not
You lost
because
too
they
many
got
pieces
Zay.
on defense, dude.
Yeah, linebacker, but I don't see
pieces.
Peyton Wilson. I don't see that.
Peyton Wilson don't fit their scheme.
Yeah, it don't fit it.
Did I say Peyton? Bro,
I wasn't talking.
I said you lost too many pieces on defense. I didn't say
Yo,
go
Billy,
grab
Billy,
Peyton
first
Wilson.
of all, stop yelling. Secondly, I was talking to Isaac.
Word. I said
No, I said they
not.
lost too many pieces on defense, and you're like,
Isaac
I
said,
don't see Peyton Wilson.
chill. First of all, Isaac said Peyton Wilson. Isaac said
Yeah.
Peyton Wilson.
I
So
said,
backtrack,
Peyton Wilson.
take the
Nah,
shit
yeah,
down
don't
like 7
filter.
levels because you just fucking blew the eardrum out in my beats.
All right. I mean, that is a good point. They did lose a lot of defense, but they really do need a receiver.
They do, but they could probably get that receiver in the second round or maybe a
Yeah.
little bit
Yep.
later.
There's 100
Yep.
of them. There's millions of them.
So who I like
Me-
Mike Sanders still, bro. He's nice. I think his stock rose after the how he played in the playoffs and championship.
We're the interior
See,
D
now-
lineman, but
Here, I could see them going maybe Darius Robinson. A
Oh,
lot
yeah,
of
I like him.
versatility there. They like versatility. Kyle Hamilton, is the epitome of that. Chop Robinson. They could pair, 2 former Penn State products with him. And,
Owe.
Owe.
I like Chop Robinson. I actually like that. And that's the
Those would
type
be-
of he's from that area. He's from like Baltimore area or whatever. Because I thought he was from Philly. I looked it up. He's actually from Baltimore area.
Chop went to Maryland and then transferred after 2 years to Penn State.
Yeah, he's fucking tough, bro. I like Chop there. He fits their type of shit.
I think a decent Isaac's better.
Hell no, he's not going before him. Chop was the way better DN at Penn State. Remember, this is PFF's gradings. Chop is going
I'm
before.
saying I think a decent Isaac's better.
Oh, all right. I mean, that's your crazy opinion, but now Chop's different.
Small, man. He's small.
But bro, like how many other D line, like you see that in Khalil Mack and shit. You see that shit all the time. He's a freak though, bro. Like he got all the other shit to make up for that. The fucking speed, the moves, all that, bro. He's nice, bro. He's really nice.
He's huge.
I like Chop.
Chop, Billy.
Man, you know those Penn State guys, they produce in NFL. They definitely do. Because they come ready.
Yeah.
They play
Yeah,
top
for
talent.
sure.
They come ready. They're playing against Michigan, Ohio State's O linemen, like all bro. Wisconsin, they're ready. These guys are ready.
Gotta be O-line.
Like I say, Fashion was probably the top tackle because he's ready. Like just the competition, and then watch him in his reps. He's shutting down these top fucking D lines in the league. Yeah, like, in the Big Ten trenches, a lot of those guys come and be successful for real.
Would you say?
Did the
Chop. Oh,
We took
49ers. 49ers
did
were.
the tackle? Where did we put the tackle from Georgia?
He went.
He went up a couple picks before. Yeah.
Thought I just missed something.
Mims.
All
Mims
good.
was
He went
right there.
we're gonna take the best available O-lineman. So
Guyton's nice for y'all. That's nice. I like that.
That's a good pickup.
That's a
When you're in
great
the
pickup. Fuck yeah, that's a great.
We're
pickup.
gonna do one round because my laptop's gonna die before we even get through the second round. I didn't realize this shit was almost going 2 hours. I'm chopping it up. That's good. It's good work.
Chiefs.
We got the Chiefs.
Receiver
I'm
or
not gonna
tackle.
lie. I think this is Xavier Worthy.
Yeah, I like that. The fast guy, 4'2", motherfucker, right? Yeah, I like
Go
that.
ahead, Pat. Get your cheetah. Get your cheetah back.
I like it. Like I said,
Runner.
tackle or receiver.
See, I'm a little conflicted here because I feel like Kansas City loves Darius Robinson because he reminds them of Chris Jones in certain ways. But you brought back Chris Jones. You already have a pretty, I would say, decently deep D line and edge. Karlaftis, Chris Jones, a couple other guys.
Carlos is nasty.
What does their linebackers look like? They pick anything up? I know we got Willie Gay from them and shit, and they only have Bolton. They only got Bolton.
Tranquil, Nick
Okay.
Bolton.
Oh yeah, they did. So
They
they got
also-
Drew, Tranquil, and Bolton. All right.
They also have Leo Chanel, who I think was a big underrated player for helping them win
He's tough.
the Super Bowl this past year.
All
Yeah,
right,
he's
word.
tough.
So they're good there. Yeah. So I think receiver tackle. He brought up a good point about get some rush in there.
Billy.
Robinson's one of my favorite guys, bro. Just watch his tape, bro. And he's playing SEC talent. He's really tough.
No, he's tough.
I feel like this could also be a little dictated too if they hold on to L'Jarius Sneed or if they end up trading him. If they
Yeah.
trade him, that could leave them open to maybe look for a corner.
TJ
You know, to
Tampa,
try and
Mike
replace-
Sandstrill.
I even like Darius Robinson's teammate from Mizzou. It's like Ennis
The corner,
Straw.
Rakestraw, yeah, right there, junior. Yep.
He's very
Eric.
good.
It's an odd ass.
He's a really good corner too. Yep. Damn, you still got some good corners here too.
Dude, I don't know. My gut feeling is that they go with Worthy.
Yo, how about that guy? The fucking Braden Frisk. If they need D line, he rose and shit, bro. The way he performed at the combine.
He's literally
That
just
wouldn't shock me.
bigger. He's a bigger Karlaftis, just less athletic.
And I'm trying to be non-biased here because he's a Florida State guy.
Yeah, he's nice. He kind of reminds me of what we got last year.
I don't know. I saw some shit that Pat Mahomes texted Xavier Worthy already. They've already been in contact. Like,
Yeah, but it depends what they do too, because I also see them linked to like just about every fucking receiver in free agency.
that's true.
So they're trying to get everything. Like he fucking texts Michael Thomas, but that nigga he ain't get a fucking contract yet. They're interested in every receiver I see so far. So I think they're heavily. I don't know. I feel like they're gonna get one definitely. I think they already did, to be honest. Yeah, I think they actually did get a really good receiver. Yeah, they did. They got what's his name? Mike Williams.
That came through.
Yeah, they got Mike Williams.
Yeah, you said real good receiver.
So I mean,
I don't
know. I mean, if
No,
they get Mike Williams, if they still get a
didn't sign him
receiver,
yet.
they
didn't sign him. There's just talkings. Yeah, I was gonna say I didn't see that.
Okay, so that's just what I've seen about a receiver with them. Like, but see if they do. I feel like they're so linked to all these receivers. They're gonna get a few at least, bro. Like it's still early in free agency.
Who do you think here?
I'm torn between Worthy and Darius Robinson.
I think there's no surprise that the Chiefs' offense and offensive struggles were due to lack of number one, catching the ball, and number two, the big plays. Right? Like, can Pat Mahomes drive downfield and carve up a defense? Of course he could. But there was a big, now, naturally, but there's a big drop off when Tyreek Hill left.
I agree. I think it's Worthy.
Yeah.
Actually, now I think I like Robinson or a corner now.
I mean, this is even another one. They could go offensive tackle.
Because
Donovan
losing
Smith left in free agency. Jawan Taylor's.
They lost Karlaftis.
This
I
be
just thought
Jordan
about.
Morgan.
Yeah,
Now, they
I
have
mean,
Karlaftis.
they brought it back.
He's still on a rookie deal. It's only his third year. He's a first round pick.
Oh, I'm tripping. All right, tackle. Yeah, that's possible. Very possible. I can see that. Jordan Morgan. That's a good spot.
Or maybe they, wait to address that with the dude at a BYU later on in the second if he lasts. But I don't know if he'd last that long.
How about this? Look, the Bears traded for Keenan Allen. How about that? Just came in.
Wow. Yeah, I just got that too. Wow.
How about that? How about
Bears
that?
aren't
No.
Massive.
Bears aren't getting receiver.
That's massive.
How about that?
That's crazy.
They're
Live
getting
action
Caleb.
news for y'all. Live action news. The Bears just traded for Keenan Allen.
Isaac Rappaport. How about that? Let's go. It came in from Ian.
No, that was 100% Roger Washington.
It came in from Ian too. I got it. Wow. First thing Ian said was, "Hey, trade."
And it got broken by Jake Glazer. But who we taking here? My laptop's at 4. We gotta move.
All right, here. Knowing them, they'll go receiver though, anyways.
Yeah, I think this is Worthy. Worthy.
Get Worthy. Yep,
I'm good with Worthy.
they make the splash. I like that. I like that. Go get the cheetah back. Yeah, how about that?
I mean, dude ran out what 4.2.
Yeah, 4-2. Yep.
Why not?
So, listen, I don't know.
Oh,
It's a
there's your
stretch.
draft.
I don't think he deserves to be up there, but with that speed, man.
Wow, Chicago, man. How about that? Fuck.
Said it before. Chicago's GM's no dummy.
He's not. I'm gonna see what he does with this quarterback shit. You think that definitely means they're going to get Caleb? Like they're getting these guys for Caleb, or they're getting these guys to build with Justin Fields?
He said Roger Washington. Fucking. But yeah, I didn't realize this was gonna run that long. I was gonna do more, but we'll just save it for the next show. That gives us more to talk about. We're almost at 2 hours. So we're gonna wrap it up. We're gonna come back next week with the same shit, even better. The mock draft was fun. But that's what it is. That's how you know we're gonna chop it up and we're gonna talk. Shout out to everybody that was in here from Twitter. There was actually a few viewers from Twitter. Shout out to everybody that was in here from YouTube. We had a few from there, and shout out to everybody that was in here from Facebook, where most people came from. Y'all are
Thank you,
what makes
guys.
the show for real. Yeah, like we're like the comments and everything keep us going. I'm normally more interactive with them, but I had that up on my screen. I was reading through the comments like on my phone while I was doing the draft, but normally I'll have the comments up on the screen and everything like that. But other than that, I don't got nothing else. Y'all got anything?
Nope. Thank you guys, man.
We will work on controlling Shane's ridiculous comments for next week, but we'll catch you guys then.
Yeah, we'll teach Billy's old ass how to turn his volume down.
That's crazy.
Mute.
Until next time.
All right, yeah. Roner, you got anything?
Nah, just let's keep at it. This is one of the best times in the football season, in my opinion.
My
Got a
favorite
lot
part.
of hopes, a lot of dreams.
This
But,
is the part of the
appreciate
year.
everybody.
It's part of the year where Cowboys fans start to realize that it might just be that year, and then our hopes get stricken from us.
Yep.
in January.
Yep, we're gonna have to deal with this every week. This is
Hey,
nonsense.
it's a good time of the year. Hey, let us know. Y'all want us to do a little episode of March Madness, break some stuff like that down or whatever.
Yeah, we'll do
But
multiple sports.
I'm
Baseball
all
starting.
for it.
Basketball playoffs are about to start.
guys, let us know, man.
well-
Whatever you guys want, we got you.
Yo, can we debate
UConn,
LeBron versus
Houston.
Jordan?
Nah, we'll do that on another
I don't
show.
want to do that. I don't want to do that.
My
Man,
laptop.
that's an
That's
That's an
bad.
exclusive.
Especially with the way you've been yelling tonight. Hell no.
All right, fellas. Have a good one.
All right,
All right, guys.
Later.
we out.